In the early days of social media sites, everything was filled with all sorts of page customizations, from glitter graphics, music players blasting boys like girls, custom cursor icons. While it allowed the users to express themselves, looking back on it, it was all just HTML vomit. But parallel to this battle of Friendster and the GeoCities and the MySpaces of the net came Second Life, an open virtual world that allowed users to create an avatar rather than a profile. So basically 3D vomit instead. Second Life features hundreds and thousands and more than thousands of accessories and home items that are all user generated. Users can make their avatar and then using real world money for in-game money buy cosmetic clothes in order to stand out in a crowd of a lot. And with the successful model came all of these ripoffs. All right, so I've been trying to make a video about a lot of these websites for a very long time, and I keep putting in all this effort to do research, and I just throw the video topic in the trash. And the reason why I do that is because I can't justify making a whole video on some of these things. I mean, either they weren't well known enough, they were shut down so I can't get enough footage of the game, or their stories just have no angle. So we're gonna explore just a bit of the world of all of these avatar social games and hopefully get a little bit of a grasp on their entire genre, because their creepy targeted advertising finally caught up to me. Gross. Hey, I'm sure that previous statement absolutely segues to today's sponsor, Skillshare. It's 2020, a new year, a new decade, so if there's ever a time to try to learn something new, it's right now. Do not waste that New Year's resolution energy. Skillshare is an online learning community that empowers creative and curious people to explore, create, and of course, gain skills. With classes designed for people with real lives, Skillshare allows you to learn without putting your life on hold. Classes cater to all skill levels, whether you're a beginner, pro, dabbler, or master. Members get access to thousands of classes that cater to both the creative and entrepreneurial person and everyone else in between. And at just $10 a month, it's definitely worth the value. There's tons to explore, from low-budget filmmaking to social media marketing, but recently, I've been watching the How to Make a Podcast series. I've been toying with this idea for a while, and in a few months I'm moving into a bigger space, so it may be time to finally bite the bullet. To learn these basics, I'm basically throwing these classes on in my small gaps of free space in between other things on my schedule. So learn some new skills and click the link in the description to get 2 months free of Skillshare Premium. So take advantage of that New Year's resolution energy and please learn something. All right, so Second Life launched on June 23rd, 2003. It was developed by San Francisco-based Linden Labs and aimed to create a metaverse for which users or residents can interact with each other. I'm tempted not to use video game terminology when discussing these simulators because it's debated whether or not these actually qualify as games. I don't care enough to weigh into the debate, so sorry if I slip up and say it's a game. It's not so much gamers gatekeeping the term gamer, it's more so the users of these sites being desperate not to be called gamers. The main point of contention has to do with the fact that there are no really active goals in these simulators. But you know what? Throw rocks at each other. The beloved children's pastime doesn't really have an active goal either, and I call that a game. The experience itself really is just customizing your in-game world and interacting with other players. It's social media in an interactive environment. Second Life began to see a lot of traction around 2005 through the use of celebrity marketing and California gold rush-like tales of economic opportunity. Nearly everything in the game besides the grid on which you play is user-generated. That means homes, furniture, clothing, accessories, etc. These items have been generated by anyone from real-life brands to at-home designers whose full-time jobs have been in Second Life. Of course, the success of the virtual world comes from the Linden dollars, which is the in-game currency that has real-world monetary value. Because why spend $50 on a pair of real-life Converse when you can spend $50 on a pair of virtual Converse? Checkmate, good spending habits. I would totally recommend checking out Life 2.0. It tackles the topic of the impact this game has had on some people a lot better than I could do, so just go watch it. The real-world monetary value created a sustainable and active virtual economy which generated revenue for the company with minimal work, so like the real economy. While Second Life's revenue in 2015 was around $60 million, the estimated GDP of Second Life's virtual economy was around $500 million. Holy fuck. And with lots of money comes lots of copycats. With the most well-known Second Life imitator being IMVU. That's right, I finally clicked on one of those really creepy, very horny ads and checked it out. Launched in 2004, IMVU wanted to take the user-generated content to the next level. Receiving initial investment from Best Buy, founder Eric Reese wanted to rely on a lean startup model. In the most basic terms, IMVU's corporate structure has very few employees, leaving content generation almost entirely up to the user base, taking a small cut of every transaction. IMVU, which stands for IMVU, MVU, VU, U, is basically just a glorified IM service, but without the sound. So what's even the point? While the name has no meaning according to the founder, some users have adopted the acronym Instant Messenger Virtual Universe. While Second Life is more of an open world style environment, IMVU is more a series of direct messages and chat rooms. Like literal rooms. While on IMVU, you can be matched with other users in personal chat rooms and match with users in an almost Tinder swiping kind of experience. But unfortunately, I couldn't find anyone to sit and chat with me. I'm insufferable. So I just wanted to browse what IMVU was known for. The largest user-created product catalog out of any virtual world with over 40 million items to see. All right, so just going through and browsing the IMVU, shop, there's some interesting stuff here, like this Han Solo. Cool, so I can be Han Solo. Some of these take a while to load, probably because they're so complex. Holy shit, that is not what I was expecting. Oh my god, look at that heart. 70. Wow, oh my god. What the fuck? How did this happen? Let's undo that one. I want that shit out of here. Look at that difference in like textures and like polygons. King Daddy? Holy hell. This game's a little... I know that I'm getting stuff off of there. How did that one get back? Look at that. I'm just a little gif of Hatsune Miku. I love that so much. That's so cute. Very good. How do I buy this? Oh my god. Ah! Ah! What? Oh my goodness. What a design. Is this gonna... Oh my god! I would like to buy this. Look at it! Ah! Today, IMVU still has millions of active users, and that's really cool to see that it's still in use. I mean, most of these sites are just gone. And in 2015, as a natural expansion of the brand, IMVU bought Fur Affinity. Cool. The virtual economy craze got the attention of a lot of different people. I've talked about a few, like Gaia and Neopets on this channel, but we needed a proper chat room style game for the fashion-inclined pre-teen, meaning children. And that's where Zwinky came in. Zwinky was developed by Ask.com as one of their last attempts to try not to die, but they later died. On Zwinky, users decorated their house and character in the interactive world of Zwinktopia.
What's up? I'm Allie.
And I'm AJ.
And we want to welcome you guys to Zwinky.
Make sure you guys check it out, and we hope you make new friends, and we hope to see you guys out on tour with us.
Peace.
See ya.
Just like the other sites, there was user-generated content, but what was accepted to appear in the marketplace was heavily curated by the site's staff. Basically, contests were occasionally held to get user-generated stuff in the main storefront. Zwinky offered two different avatar styles. There was the hotties, closer to regular proportions, and the cuties, farther away from regular proportions and farther away from God. The main currency of Zwinktopia were the Z-Bucks. You could get the Z-Bucks by playing Flash games, which are the most basic-ass Flash-style mini-games you can think of. Air hockey, match 3 puzzle games, and by playing these games, you'd earn Z-Achievements. Wow. I think many of you probably recognize Zwinky from the whole cartoon yourself web ad campaign. It's like South Park quality animation, but the characters all look like Bratz dolls. In 2016, the website staff denied all rumors that Zwinky was shutting down. However, Zwinky shut down weeks later with no prior notice, so that's rad as hell. Discussions at the time talked about how prevalent scams and hackers were on the site, so that's where a lot of the blame was directed for the surprise shutdown, but there's not really evidence for any of these things, at least none that still exists in 2020. I think a much more likely scenario was corporate restructuring. IAC, Ask's parent company, shut down Ask.com in 2010. In 2015, the current CEO was appointed, and in 2016, a few of their brands, including Ask FM and Zwinky, were either shut down or sold off. And unfortunately, no clones exist online, so the only existence of Zwinky that's still around are images online and uploaded YouTube videos. Before we continue to the last site we're going to cover today, I kind of wanted to ask you guys what versions of these sites you played while they were still really prominent and popular. I can't sit here all day and make a 7 million hour video on all of them, so if you want me to tackle another one in the future as a possible topic, feel free to comment down below, or if you have stories about the games that I covered today, feel free to comment about that as well. Oh, shit, I'm tired. Finally for today, we have the obscure world of Whirled, a site I visited a lot as a young Billiam. So, Whirled was the extreme end of user-generated content, almost to the point where it was destined to fail. Whirled was developed by Grey Havens and launched on February 28, 2007, 5 months and 30 days before the Simpsons movie was released. That's how I measure things. Whirled allowed players to navigate the in-game world, decorate a personal space, and buy not only avatar accessories, but entire avatars made from either an uploaded flash or image file. So basically, back in the day, everyone was just, gifs of Gur dancing around. It was so chaotic. This was my avatar, I swear to God. I'm so sorry. While you could purchase in-game currency, you could also earn currency by playing flash games, many of which were also user-generated. The world launched with 12 sample games from the developers, with one in particular, Corpsecraft, having a kind of its own life outside of World. It's basically a puzzle game with certain color combinations, summoning certain kinds of zombies to attack the other player. Wow, I just gotta stack things up until they make different patterns. God, look at those two ladies just stabbing each other. And then these two, anime-esque characters on the left and right staring at each other as they send, people to go just, stab each other to death. This is pretty dark. Begin! I wasn't even playing. That was the demo. Shit! Jack Galsworth commands the respect of his peers. Okay, so this is, some anime bullshit. Where they're, in a school talking about how to control the dead. Okay. Oh my God, you think your little baby zombie can destroy my 3 full-grown adults? I don't think so. Look at all of my handymen. You think you can get through that brigade? It took me forever to track down Whirled. I remembered the tofu piece, and I remembered Gur being everywhere, but no matter how many times I typed in custom avatar game, I just couldn't find it. It wasn't until I got a reminder of a Facebook post I made years ago talking about playing Corpsecraft that I was finally able to track it down. Fortunately for this video, there is a cloned version of Whirled online, Whirled.club. Oh, there's literally people in here. Oh my God. People are playing this. Look at that avatar. That's actually pretty cute. Silly Gucci. That's like a 3D one right there. Nemesis. That's wild. This is pretty cool. I'm kind of into this. Rediscovering this was a real treat. It really was a fun and quirky experience with its weird gothic design and avatar variety. It just didn't make money. At a $5 million investment, World's revenue only ever got up to $600,000, and it shut down after that. World, to me, kind of marks the end of this genre's fad level popularity. It didn't do too well because the idea was kind of stale by then. I mean, how many different varieties of an instant messenger or open social world can you really have? Avatar chat rooms in virtual worlds are kind of still around. I mean, IMVU and Second Life still exist, but I see what is happening more often now are these avatar designs and customizations are now just being integrated into the social apps we use every day. Whether it's Bitmoji, Animoji, Emoji, but I'll never be able to recapture the spirit of playing with a disgusting avatar like this ever again. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I mean, I really miss them. I'm just trying to play it cool. It's a bad thing. What's up, man? It's me, Billiam, just calling you back. Just wanted to check in to see if you ever liked, commented, subscribed on this video. Yeah, I know it's annoying when YouTubers do that, but it really helps with the algorithm. Other than that, yeah, you should also follow me on social media. Those links are in the description down below. Other than that, yeah, I'll talk to you next week. All right, see you around.